palms together, position 1. Those of you who are unsure, you can look at your screen. The arms and shoulders are relaxed. The elbows are hanging loose by the side of your body. The weight is evenly distributed on both the legs. Now, second position, deep breath. You lift your arms up. Now keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. You're looking up. The palms are facing each other. They're not facing forward. There is a natural tendency to bend the wrist if you keep the palms forward. So the ideal way would be to turn the palms to face each other. You're lifting from the shoulders. You're lifting from the lower back. And you're lifting all the way from the feet, all the way up to your fingertips. And you're breathing nicely. From here, as you exhale, you lean forward, straighten the back. You don't bend down straight away, lengthen the back. And then from here, you go all the way down. Now, if you cannot reach your hands down on the mat, you bend your knees. But keep your fingers and toes in one line. Bring your forehead closer to the knees. As your practice improves, you'll be able to lift your hips up higher and possibly even keep your legs absolutely straight. But in the beginning, it's all right for you to keep your knees bent. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And then from here, stretch your right leg all the way back. Keep your right knee on the floor. Point your toes out at the back. Now, it's important to stretch that right leg as far back as possible, not halfway. It's possible that you're only stretching halfway. This way, there is no stretch for the back. So you want to kind of stretch the leg as far back as possible and slowly push the hips forward and down, and you lift your head and neck up. So you get a wonderful stretch all the way through the legs and spine, all the way up to the neck. Now you take your left leg back. Remember to keep the left foot in line with your right foot. The body is in one straight line. The heels, the buttocks, and the back of your head, all in one line in a push-up position. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. From here, knees down, lock your hips, chest down between the two hands, and the forehead down. This is Ashtanga Namaskar. Let's see that once more. You are in the push-up position, and from here, first you drop your knees down. Now don't move your hips forward. If you move your hips forward, then you will not be able to keep your stomach off the floor. Knees down, chest down between the two hands, forehead down. Ashtanga Namaskar, two toes, two knees, the chest, two hands, and the forehead touching the floor. Sometimes you're not able to keep the forehead on the floor and automatically you keep your chin on the floor. Slowly by and by, try to avoid that and try and keep the forehead on the floor. From here, you slide forward, inhale, put the hips down, slowly lift your head and shoulders up, lift your chest up. You remember to keep your elbows close to the body. Remember to keep your heels touching each other. Don't move your heels out and don't turn your elbows outwards. Keep the elbows close to the body. Now, if this is your flexibility, this is fine. If you're a little more flexible, then you can bring your chest up a little higher. And if you're really flexible, you can also lift your tummy off the floor, but remember to keep your pelvic bone on the mat. From here, you tuck your toes in, hips up, heels to the mat. Don't move your legs forward. Don't move your hands back. Keep the ears in line with your arms so that the head is in line with the spine and the head forms a traction for the spine. This is the inverted V. It's also pressing the heels towards the floor. You're not trying to stand on your toes. You're trying to stand on your heels without moving your legs. And then the right leg, big step forward between the two hands. Now, what if your foot doesn't come all the way forward? It's only halfway there or 3/4 of the way there. What you do, put your knee on the floor first. Take your hand, hold the ankle, and lift the foot forward to bring it between the two hands. The same position as we did earlier. The leg is stretching, the back is stretching. And then the next leg, the left leg forward. Now, when you come back, your fingers and toes are in one line. The feet come back to the same position as you started. From here, you straighten your legs first. You reach your arms forward, lengthen your back, and then you lift up all the way, keeping that stretch, keeping the palms facing each other. You arch, looking up, and then you exhale, drop your arms down.